The movie is set in 1933. The Morgans are an African American living as sharecroppers in rural Louisiana, raising sugarcane for their white landlord. At the start of the movie, we see the father Nathan and son David out in the woods hunting with their dog Sonda. Unfortunately, they lost the raccoon they were hunting, leaving the family without meat to eat. But the children awoke the next morning to the smell of ham cooking and happily ate it. We are then shown David Morgan's son and his siblings delivering a basket of clean clothes to Mrs. Boatwright. She gives David a book and asks that they review it together once it's done, and the children run out to watch their dad. Nathan play in a community baseball game which Nathan helps his team to win. When they arrive home after the baseball game, they find the sheriff and his deputies waiting to arrest Nathan for stealing the ham they ate from a nearby smokehouse. As they take him away, their dog Sonda runs after their wagon and one of the deputies shot him, though Nathan partially deflects the shot by kicking the gun. The injured Sonda runs away and David can't find him. He looks for him for days but is unable to continue the search because with their father gone, he and his little brother and sister must help his mom Rebecca farm and invest the crop for the landlord. Rebecca shares her faith with David that Sonda is alive and will return home eventually. Rebecca went to see her husband at the local jail but was restricted from seeing him. We are then shown Nathan at the court, and he was found guilty of unlawful trespass and robbery and was given a year's sentence. Since only David is allowed to visit Nathan, he brings a chocolate cake baked by Rebecca and they enjoy a peace together despite their worries over not knowing where Nathan will be taken. We see the family at home after a short service where their pastor encouraged Rebecca to take her problems to God. In another scene, Mrs. Boatwright promises David she will find out the location of the work camp David has been taken to. She asks the sheriff but he refuses to tell her, so she goes through his filing cabinet to find the information. He catches her and threatens to get her arrested, but despite the sheriff's threat, she tells the Morgan family that Nathan has been taken to the distant Wishbone prison camp and helps Rebecca plot the route there on the map. Sonda returns home, though he does not bark like he used to. Together with Sonda, David went on a long journey on foot to find the camp and try to visit his father. David makes it to the Wishbone camp but is unable to find Nathan and is ignored by the guards when he inquires after him. When he tries to ask the prisoners, a guard strikes his hand with an iron rod and chases him off the camp. On his journey home, he comes across the school with all black students where the kind and spoken teacher Mrs. Camel bandages his injured hands and have him stay at her house and attend class at the school for several days before he leaves for home. One night, she shares books from her collection about important African American historical figures with him and reads to him. After returning home, David longs to attend the distant school but has largely given up on the dream when one day Sonda runs back in like he used to greet a returning Nathan, who was released from the war camp early after his legs were injured in a dynamite explosion. The family excitedly welcomed him. Seeing his father defeated threats, David resolved to stay and work the farm in his place. But after learning David has an opportunity to go to school, Nathan is adamant that David go to attend it full time. But David storms up insisting he won't leave his father's side. An infuriated Nathan tried forcing him but was stopped by Rebecca, who explains David is simply ensuring he's close to his dad he misses so much. Nathan went on to look for David and they have a heart-to-heart about how David wishes for his children to escape the dead-end life of sharecropping and aspire to do better things. The next day, Rebecca and his siblings cheerfully see David off as he and Nathan head into town to buy clothes and school supplies, accompanied by Sonda. Subscribe for more videos like this. Leave a comment behind and pound the notification icon.